Hello, Capricorn. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to start by saying welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, so this reading is actually going to be hidden messages. So I don't plan to do a super long reading for you on this one. This is just hidden messages, things that Spirit maybe want you to know at this time, so we can get some clarity. Let's do it. All right, hidden messages for Capricorn Spirit. And this is my Work Your Light Oracle deck. Oh, I love that. It says transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I absolutely love that. Yes, some deep healing, some deep changes, some deep spiritual knowledge is taking place within you. And I feel like you're just kind of entering this period of I know what I want, Capricorn. And I think Spirit is saying continue to do that, right? Continue to tap into that transformative energy. All right, for Capricorn, hidden messages, please. What else is hidden from Capricorn? What do they need to know at this time? What's important for them to know? Okay. So I got a couple of messages here. I got detach. It says you're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to, Capricorn. When we hold on too tightly to the desires, to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. I also got ask for help. Ask for help. It says you're being asked to request for help from another, Capricorn. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. So you could be feeling very much like, okay, I have to do something, or I don't know how to move forward, or I'm stuck, I'm lost, I'm unsure. And Spirit is saying, ask for the help, ask your community. But there is a little bit of a need to detach from needing an outcome to be a specific way for yourself. And I feel like that's the thing. Once you realize that things aren't going to go exactly how you see fit or how you wanted it to, I feel like that is going to push you to ask the right people for some assistance or an opportunity. Or, you know what, even that, I feel like maybe even just an opportunity will present itself that leads you to learning more about what you want or getting more information about what you want. All right. Hidden messages from Capricorn, please, Spirit, at this time. What does Capricorn need to know? Something flew on the floor. I'm going to pick it up in a minute. Okay, cool. We're going to do 3 different messages. So the first one I got is the Knight of Swords. I got the Tower, and I got the Hermit. Interesting, Capricorn. Such an interesting combo here. So we're going to get some clarity for all of these, but I'm going to start with the first one. Knight of Swords is honestly a forward movement, right? It can be a card of persistence and pushing forward, determined. It's that energy of I know I'm right. I know what I'm doing. I know like I'm not stopping, right? It is that perseverance energy. It is that card of I'm pushing, I'm going forward. I'm not stopping. I'm not slowing down. But the downside with the Knight of Swords is sometimes when they push too fast, too hard, they're missing things, or it's almost kind of like I'm hearing you bypassing the exit, Capricorn. But also whenever you're going way too fast, you're missing things that might be needed at this time. Let's get some clarity though to see why the Knight of Swords is hidden from Capricorn. Why the Knight of Swords is hidden from Capricorn, Spirit. Tell me more. Okay, thank you. Okay. High Priestess at the bottom. I got the High Priestess and the Strength card here. Interesting. I really like this combo. Bottom of the deck, you did get the Two of Swords. So it feels very much like there is a decision that needs to be made. I'm also getting, how do I put this? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay. So I'm getting the reason why you need to ask for help. I'm getting a specific message now. But let's see. Okay, so with the Strength card, it is courage, right? But I'm also getting community, right? Inner strength, but it is community. And the High Priestess is trusting your intuition, trusting that you are strong enough, trusting in your transformation, trusting in yourself, trusting in that spark, that divine, the information that you've been getting downloads from. I feel like there's a need for you to slow down, Capricorn, and realize that you are strong enough and that you are intuitive enough. You know what you're doing. You know your purpose. You know your goals. But there might be a need for you to slow down and ask for help with that Strength card. It's not always said, but with the Strength card, I get a little bit of community or asking for help. Asking, like having the courage to ask for help. Having the courage to stand your ground or to do something. And it feels like Spirit is telling you, you know what you need to do. It might be something you're hesitant to do, actually. And like I said, multiple messages, however it resonates for you. But I'm getting that you might be hesitant to do something and your intuition is telling you to do it. And you might be afraid. You might be like, I don't know if I have the courage. I don't know if I'm strong enough. But the thing is, this is you're one step away from your transformation. And there's a need for you to keep pushing forward towards that transformation, towards that goal. You are strong enough to handle whatever this obstacle might be. And they're telling you that you don't have to worry about how fast or how slow you're going. I'm also getting like, don't look at other people's progress and journey. You're on your own. Okay, Capricorn, you are on your own journey. Your journey is going to look completely different than someone else's. The other hidden message is the Tower, which is absolutely Bunkersville. I love a good Tower, though. Tower is a sudden abrupt change, a sudden ending. Things just crumbling around you. But the thing is, the Tower brings clarity. And it brings in a reality that you need to face, actually. With the Tower, they're living in a false sense of reality in a tower that they can't even get out of. And Spirit is saying, nope. Nope, this isn't right. I'm breaking away the illusion. I'm breaking away the false reality. And I'm tumbling you down to the ground so you can see it at face value. I think some of you have to see something for face value. And maybe you're scared to see it at face value. Maybe that's why you need the strength. So you can see it at face value. Why the Tower for Capricorn? Why the Tower? Okay. Thank you. There's a victory here, though. I like that. Okay, 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you got the 10 of Swords, which is a dead and over with situation. So you have ending. The Tower is an ending, a transformation. The 10 of Wands is an ending. The 10 of Swords is an ending. So it feels very much like there's a lot of endings taking place in your life, but there is a victory here. There is fortune after difficulty. And it feels very much like you, I think you know this though. I don't think you're married to the ending. I think you know that there's new on the horizon, new information, new treasure. That's what I was going to say. But there's something new coming in. 6 of Wands is a victory. And it's not just any victory. You're the MVP. You're being publicly recognized and being pinpointed as the main victor in a situation. It feels like even though something's going to end and crumble, you're going to be victorious in the end. I'm hearing they're going to recognize you for the work you put in. Especially with that 10 of Wands. It feels very much like you've been responsible or working hard for a while. I'm getting, for some of you, this could even be like you working at a position, right? And then the Tower moment is them being like, yeah, we're not going to let you work this position anymore because we have another position for you. You've been doing too much for the pay that you are getting. Now we're finna pay you more and upgrade your status. You get what I'm saying, Capricorn? It feels very much like a ladder, like you're moving up the ladder. Last message you got is the Hermit, right? The Hermit is very wise. Even though they are in isolation, they are a very wise card. It is taking care of yourself, but also seeking your inner wisdom, your inner guidance, tapping into your own inner intuition even. The Hermit is a very, very wise card. And the fact that they have the star in their lantern, it means that they're following their North Star. They're following their passion. They're following their purpose in life. And even though it's a lonely journey, you know what I'm hearing? It's lonely at the top. It might feel a little lonely, like the journey is lonely, but the thing is, you are elevating to what you wanted. You're doing a transformation, and you've always wanted this transformation. They're saying to just stay strong, because even though you're lonely, even though it hurts, even though it feels a bit lonely and isolated, it feels very much like you're going to find the right people at the top. Let's see. Why the Hermit for Capricorn? Why the Hermit for Capricorn? You also might have a Virgo coming into your energy, just saying. All right. Okay. Got the Four of Wands, Four of Swords. Interesting, 4-4. So it feels very much like rest, recuperation leads to success. That's what I'm getting. There is a completion of a cycle. I feel like once you tap into that wisdom, right? This also was shown as well, Queen of Swords. Once you tap into your wisdom, you set up your boundaries, you heal, you take care of yourself. You're entering a new era. And I see you crossing the finish line with that Four of Wands. Yes, of course, 4 of Wands can be marriage. And for some of you, you could be deciding if you want to get married to someone, or like maybe someone proposed and you're thinking on it. But for a lot of you, it feels very much like you're resting, recuperating from a situation that took place that was an ending. Even though there's a victory after the ending, it still is painful. You still have to heal from it. You still have to take care of yourself. And it feels very much like you're resting before you go into your new era. You're resting, you're taking care of yourself. You're isolating yourself before you enter a new era, before you enter into a place of responsibility and growth and expansion and transformation. Okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. My love. Join the Spiritual Bestie community, right? So we can all just kind of grow, speak together, connect with spirit together. I really hope this reading resonated for you. Anyway, I'll see you in my next reading. Bye, my loves. Take care of yourselves out there.